What's up, ninjas? This is Slice
and Rice.
It's about that time, baby. Let's get started with the Slice and Rice wedding series. And what better way to start than with how we designed our wedding?
So I think the biggest thing that we wanted for our wedding was for it to be like social media elegant.
That's what you told people.
No, they would be like, what is the theme? Like normally people say vintage, whimsical, industrial, modern. And we said social media elegant.
No, that's what you said.
You said that too!
No, I did not.
Yes, you did!
I did not say no social media.
What would you have described our wedding as then, before we had the wedding?
I would say we still trying to figure it out. Alright, if you guys are OGs, you will know that a year ago, Glory and her family got in a car accident. So when that happened after the proposal, that put everything with the wedding on pause. And our biggest focus was on Glory and her family's recovery. So we didn't really get a chance to really start diving into wedding stuff until probably about 2 months in.
It's okay. You literally, the only reason why I ended up asking him questions is because I am so mind blown by Matt's creativity. He came up with a lot of concepts. Oh, okay. So I want to go over the first.
You shocked me. Oh my goodness.
I want to go over the first concept.
Okay.
So if you've seen our wedding trailer,
I just cried thinking about it.
then you'll know that we had like this dope social media backdrop. Again, with the social media elegance. The coolest thing about that was it was in my head. I drafted up, I'll show you guys the draft that I made in my head. And then we brought it to life. So these neon lights were from Yellow Pop Studio, and what first honestly attracted me about them was their thumbnail profile picture on Etsy. It said G+M with a heart around it.
Which means good morning.
Tell me that ain't a sign, yo. Tell me it's not a sign.
Yeah, it literally was a sign.
When we first opened these packages, I was like lost for words. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, it looks so good already. Are you kidding me?
Calm down.
Oh
Morning.
my freaking, are you kidding me? Where's the scissors? Get the scissors. Oh my, are you kidding?
Wow.
Oh, this is so much better than I thought.
Wow. What?
Oh, are you kidding? I can't. Better than anything I imagined, and nothing broke in shipping. It was amazing.
It's definitely gonna hook our house up. Even though we got it specifically for the wedding, we were like, yo, we gonna hang these up. I was blown away by the color, the look, the size. I thought they were gonna be like this big.
Slice is the one who came up with those banging concepts.
I'm trying to figure out, because you made it sound like you thought of the whole thing. But then you threw, whoa, what?
No, I thought of it and then you thought of the concepts. I thought about the video concept for YouTube.
You talking about the laptop?
Yeah. So I thought about this banging concept for the YouTube logo where people would leave us video messages. And we're gonna watch just one to see, because we have yet to watch them.
What's up? What's up, guys? You did it! Love you both so much. So proud of you. Some of the best friends of ours as well. Like, it's been a pleasure to have you guys.
Great.
Love you both. See you soon.
They can't see you. We make a
For
good
Snapchat,
team.
we do. But listen, this, for Snapchat, we did a geo filter, and look at this. You guys can use the free snap code if you want.
Just make sure you tag us. And with all of this, none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for all of our extraordinary vendors that help make this wedding possible.
So, that being said, I don't think that any of this could have honestly been possible without our wedding coordinator. Her name is Laura, and she's from Iconic Events. She came in at such a perfect time when we were searching for a coordinator. she messaged us and she found us actually through our Humbook video because she's worked with our photographer. So when Laura reached out to us, since we were 3 weeks away, I was like, there's no way she's available. I don't think she knew our date. So when I told her, she has like 3 weddings every day. I feel like if you look at her stories during wedding season, she'll be like, congrats Alex and James, congrats Lindsay and Thomas, congrats Ginger and Taniki.
Ginger and Taniki. That sounds like a very exotic couple if you ask me.
She showed us her calendar, and the only day that was available on her calendar was our wedding date. Look at God!
Oh, you did the old black church clap.
It was so God sent because she offered this package that was perfect for us, and she was like so on top of things.
She came in, she hit us up, we told her our concerns. She said, man, I do this in my sleep.
She literally said, done, done, and done. Like I sent her a full length message. She said done, done, and done.
And I feel bad for the vendors that was like working with Glory, cause she was sending,
Listen!
You was sending novels to these people.
So long story short, Laura did stuff like come with us to tour the venue. We like went to Starbucks and we talked about all the details. She also hosted our rehearsal for the wedding.
Alright, and then you're standing here, and then you can go ahead and sit down, and then, yeah.
She was so good. Like she was there from beginning to finish. She answered every single question. She was so organized. Like that's the thing I appreciated so much about her. And her assistant, Nikki, was also fantabulous. And she had another assistant, David, who like helped with organization. So we appreciate literally everyone from her team. It was just like top notch, especially for us being so last minute and hot messes. We were hot messes, man.
She handled all of the vendors. She decorated our venue. She made sure we were all good. Like all of that in a short 2.5 weeks of us just grabbing all of our trash and then just going, Laura. And she took all of it and made something so beautiful. And even then, she made us some personalized shirts, man. Yo, check these joints out. Yo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. But look at the back. Wedding date, and it says our hashtag at the bottom.
Oh yeah, we gotta go back and finish the video.
Oh.
Laura has decided to give any of our ninjas 15% off of any of her packages, and on top of that, she's willing to travel globally. I've never heard of this. All that for just being a slice and rice ninja. Man. That really meant a lot.
A lot to us, yeah. So definitely check them out, Iconic Events, because I do not think you'll be disappointed.
Here's Laura's Instagram right here. Make sure you guys go check it out, and make sure y'all show love on our posts, because we're going to be lurking and we're going to be checking it out. And you never know, we might follow some of y'all. Let's dive a little deeper into our magnificent cake aunt.
Okay. Y'all ain't ready.
I ain't ready. What you about to do? Ew, you got stuff in your mouth? Why? This is what I deal with on a daily.
Are you listening? This is our reaction when we first saw the cake.
If anyone asked me what was my favorite thing about the wedding, yo, it was definitely cake tasting. Oh my goodness.
The cake tasting was so fun, and it was a fun date, Maddie. It was only $25 to literally go on a date with your boo and to try cakes. That's a good date idea. If you're going on a date with someone, just take them on a cake tasting date. It's only $25. You just pretend like you're about to get married, and it would be like a fun date idea, and you just get to try like cakes.
You thought it was a date. I was hungry. We gotta get a biggest shout out to Kupcakes and Company. I ain't never seen no cakes that look like this before. Dude,
Dude, their cakes are amazing, but what won me over was the reviews on Wedding Wires. And the best part that we learned was Rachel, the one that created our cake, she actually won on a season of Cake Hunters for a cake.
Who can say that?
Yeah.
Yo, the person that made my wedding cake won Cake Hunters. I designed y'all cake with my Easy Bake Oven. We wanted it to tell our story from how we met to our careers, and then ending it with God,
because he's
our
like
heart.
the center of it all. So again, Slice came up with your concept. We sent them like pictures of different aspects, like our school, tiger statue, us in graduation outfits, our dogs, our social media logo, and they literally made everything edible. That's something they pride themselves in, like all the things that they made. And we also sent them our Bitmojis, like from like Snapchat, and they made like 2D things of us.
Yo, I was
So funny.
I was just sitting there looking at the cake like,
Oh my god, they put our animal!
oh my God,
Sorry.
she actually swung on me.
My baby was in a wheelchair.
So we have footage of the whole cake tasting process, like starting from the beginning. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Okay. Is that what your reaction? This one is the strawberry cheesecake.
Go. That's good.
I ain't gonna lie, it was like a little overwhelming in a good way of like how many flavors to choose from. It was so many flavors, and I'm like, yo, and you putting this. But we went through all of them, and I'm so happy with like all the flavors. I just wanted strawberry, and strawberry made the cut. The strawberry was fantastic.
It was pretty good.
The thing about when you get these like wonderful cakes though, it's like the art is so pretty that you feel bad cutting it. So when it's like, all right, it's time to cut the cake at the wedding, I was like, ah.
So something we really appreciated that Rachel did is she sent us a draft of what the cake was gonna look like in drawing, so we were able to kind of like get an idea of what it would look like. So she literally surprised us though. It was way better than anything I could have imagined.
Like, I ain't going front. I did like a little recon mission where I was like, I'm gonna just get them to make Glory a birthday cake. So I got Glory for her birthday a custom made cake with just our animals on it, because I was just curious, you know what I'm saying, like what the design was gonna look like. And I kept it simple, but I had some very detailed stuff on there. I was like, I want my girl's dog on there, he wear a wheelchair, and I want my cat, I want her to hold presents in a balloon. I know it's kind of jacked up, but I was just like, I just gotta see, you know what I'm saying, this is my wedding, it gotta look great. Man, I saw that birthday cake. I almost wanted to cry, man. That thing was...
I did cry. Here's some footage of me crying when I first saw it.
But look at the cake.
Oh, man. Happy birthday. After I saw that, just the birthday cake alone, I was like, man, they can do whatever they want to that wedding cake. It's gonna come out amazing. Yo, thank you Kupcakes Co for just making this, even though it's just such a small little part, you told our story in a 3-layered cake, and it was
That's
great.
Crazy. It was the center piece of the wedding. I saw people constantly going up and looking at it 360. Kupcakes got some really good photos of it too. He kept getting photos of us eating the cake, so we just kept eating and eating it.
I know, he's like, take another one.
At least it was good.
Ninjas, here is Kupcakes Co's Instagram. I want you guys to go find the post of our cake and just show super duper love. We're gonna be looking through those comments. We didn't realize that this video was gonna be as long as it is, so I think we're gonna have to upload 2 videos next week. And the next part, talking about the wedding, is gonna be a little more personable. Showing you guys what our wedding invitations look like.
Might even do a giveaway of the leftover invitations we have.
Oh my goodness. Talking about the wedding dress.
Yeah, I took some footage, or like my makeup trial. I took some footage from that. I took as much footage as I could.
I didn't do a good job at that.
We're also gonna talk about our DJ and the things that he did at our wedding, dude. You probably already seen in the trailer, but
This is crazy.
yeah. So our DJ. We're also gonna go over other things like rings. And I'm super excited about it. But we're also gonna talk about our floral arrangements for the wedding and how we got them to smell good.
And I'm gonna be honest, depending on how long this Tuesday video is, you might get another 2 video a week. But don't get used to it, alright? We're doing this for you. And we're trying to pay back this wedding. And then, next Friday, you're gonna see the Korean ceremony as well. And then the final week, you're gonna get the full wedding video.
Oh, and okay, I'm thinking we should do a video of our reaction too, as a bonus.
I want to give a shout out to our videography team and our photography team because they worked extra hard and they wanted to make sure that they respected our timeline. They're the reason we're able to show you behind the scenes, extra photos of everything to make sure that we could tell the story to you guys a little more clear.
They were amazing, and actually they were a hit. I feel like most of the time, sometimes people are like, to think that the photographer and the videographers are kind of like in the way. But I don't know. At our wedding, it felt like they were so inclusive of everyone that it made everyone have a good time.
Look at this picture that Kupcakes took. I was hiding behind a cross, and in my head, I was like, no one can see me, I'm crying. Man, this picture looked like he was right up on my face. I did not see where he was.
We never saw them near us. When we look at shots, we're like, when were they there? Like, they were so good at respecting our space, but still getting good shots.
And I call him MVU, but his name is Vu. And then we got our homie Set. We met up with them and we talked about the vision that we had for the wedding video. And he was like, yo man, I got you. I got a side note, a funny story. So it's the day of the wedding and we're waiting for the video team to show up. So Vu calls me up and he's like, yo, what's up, man? And I'm like, yo, what's up, Vu? How's it going? I'm thinking in my head, oh, they must be outside. Vu tells me, yo man, I got some terrible, sad news. And I'm like, yo, Vu, like, what's going on, man? It's the day of the wedding, yo. You ain't gonna show up? He's like, man, I don't know what room number y'all at. And I was like, yo, don't you do that to me? How dare you? They had a very fun sense of humor,
They
man.
were so fun to work with. Like, that's the best thing. Everyone was so fun to work with. If they ever try to pull that on me, though.
That's why they call me. But thank you guys, and don't forget to show everyone love. Links in the description, in the comments. I got this ice.
I got the better ice. Just kidding.